Hey there, and happy Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Mackenzie Bart. Hopefully you enjoyed the dry conditions out there today because we are in store for some wild changes in the forecast, especially that 8-day. We are going from one extreme to the next, and unfortunately we do have some showers and storms to talk about right in the middle of all of that, especially for the day tomorrow. So tomorrow's a day that you are going to want to be weather aware, and make sure you have all that rain gear along with you, and I'll explain why. I'm also going to pull up our Facebook live feed, so if you do have any questions, feel free to drop that in there and I'll try to answer them as we go along. But let's take a look at the radar tonight, because we'll stay relatively clear throughout most of your evening, throughout the late night, although we're going to start to see a few of these light showers push into the region, moving in from the north and pushing off to the south. You can see a few very light showers starting to move just past the Akron and Canton area. These will continue to fizzle out as they move south. Also, folks near Port Clinton also seeing a little bit of some heavier rain and a few thunderstorms moving just off the lake. But one thing to note with a few of these storms is that we are seeing them really fall apart as these storms continue to move off to the south. So that is good news. We like to see that. So hopefully it's not going to wake you up too much as you're getting ready for bed, or if you did have any evening plans, although the forecast is going to get quite soggy. If we do zoom out, we are expecting our next system to move in as we head into the day tomorrow. Right now it's up kind of near the Dakotas, but that will start to fizzle into our region as we head into the second half of the day. And that's really the system that we're going to be watching out for as we head into the next 24 hours. This boundary expected to slide in and bring us some strong to severe weather as we head into your Wednesday night. So we'll get back to the radar here in a little bit. For the forecast tonight, most of us will stay relatively calm, but we'll start to see some of that rain move in mainly overnight into the early part of tomorrow morning. And a lot of this will be just some rogue showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, but we're not expecting any severe weather along with that. All right, I got our comments pulled up, so feel free to drop a comment if you have any questions on the forecast as we're kind of walking through it. As we head into the day tomorrow, that's when we're expecting that slight risk to take place. If you're watching us all yesterday, the Storm Prediction Center really just had folks right along the lakeshore included in that slight risk, but that has been expanded, so we are expecting more of us to see that chance for some severe weather. Main threats that we're looking out for is going to be some larger hail and also some damaging winds. That means wind gusts upwards of 58 miles per hour, but you can't rule out the chance for an isolated tornado. That is going to stay low, but it is there as we see this broken line move in, and also looking at a pretty good shot at some heavier rain. So localized flooding could be an issue, especially with several rounds of rain that we are getting throughout the morning and afternoon. And kind of a good way to look at this is that we are expecting the rain to move in overnight, but the heaviest of that will move in right around 3, 4, and 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we are also going to see another round of rain move in during that evening commute, early commute. Tim on here, what is the threat of severe weather in Canton? We do have that chance for an isolated tornado. That is possible. Again, that is on the lower end in some of those embedded thunderstorms tomorrow night, but I'd say mainly damaging wind and also the chance for some hail. We have Diane on here. Hello, thanks for jumping on. All right, let's give you guys a better hour-by-hour look. So as we take you overnight, we'll continue to see a few of those scattered showers and maybe a rumble of thunder closer towards midnight, but the heaviest of the rain is going to move in right around 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. So if you're leaving the house early, if you know someone that's maybe a late shifter or an overnight shift and they are traveling right around 3, 4, or 5 o'clock in the morning, they are going to run into some heavier rain, so maybe you want to plan a little bit of time. Nathan asked, storms in Tuscarawas County tomorrow afternoon. I'd say the better time for your folks in Tuscarawas County is going to be closer to 7, 8 o'clock. So you're going to be kind of on the end of that line, which you'll see here in just a few minutes. We have Misty on here. Melissa from Brunswick, thanks for hopping on. Again, I do think that timing in the Brunswick area might be a little bit closer towards 6, 7 o'clock. And again, it's going to be a broken line that moves through, and I think gusty conditions will probably be the one threat that we're really watching out for in some of those storms. Bruce is in Lorain County, probably on the earlier end then, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. The model that I'm showing you is running a little bit early. Let me finish walking through this, and then if you guys have any more questions, hopefully I can answer them then. So again, that heaviest bout, not expecting any severe weather in that, but that'll push through throughout the late morning. We'll get a break right around 11, noon, 1 o'clock. But the thing is, with this lull time, with a bit of this break, we could get enough sunshine out there to allow for a little bit of some instability in the forecast, and that could really kind of get some of those storms going a little later on in the day. I want to run this model. It seems like my graphic there is not working. So we'll have that run through in the morning, and then we're expecting this next one to move through a little later in the evening. So bear with me as I'm fixing a few of our graphics here. All right, there we go. All right, hopefully you get a good look at this. Oh no. It's not working. All right, well, you'll have to trust me on this one, or at least tune in at 10 o'clock, because then we'll have a better look at it here. But our graphics don't seem to be working. So again, we're expecting this broken line to move through right around 3, 4, 5 o'clock tomorrow night. So that's a good time that you want to be weather aware. It's this line that's going to move in from the north and push off to the south, and ahead of that is when we could get some really strong winds, kind of like a gust front in a way. So that's where some of those winds could be upwards of 50 to 60 miles per hour, some of those gusts. So throughout the day tomorrow, going to see some of those showers and storms in the morning. Then we'll get a little bit of a lull in the afternoon, and we'll have another round of rain move in a little later at night. And temperatures do have the opportunity to climb into the upper 80s, low 90s throughout the early afternoon. So it is going to be a very steamy day, so enough to provide some of that oomph to the atmosphere to really get things going. Let's take a look at the next 8 days. So tomorrow, it's going to be one of the warmest days that we have here. If you are a fan of fall, let me know in the comments, because this weather is for you. Maybe even will be a little bit chilly, because we are going from one extreme to the next. Tomorrow, again, chance for showers and storms in the morning, and then right around 4, 5, and 6 o'clock, so the late afternoon, early evening, we'll see that second round move in, and then that a few of those showers will linger into Thursday, mainly the first half of the day. But look at that temperature drop off. We're going from 90 to 64 in a one-day span. Friday going to be a little bit cool as well. High temperatures only in the low 60s, and several chances for morning temperatures in the 40s. So you may be waking up, grabbing for the sweater, or at least a coat or something in the morning. And then we'll start to climb back into the mid 70s by Sunday with another chance at some showers. I know we had a few comments on here. Is Geauga getting storms? Yes, I'd say best time frame is going to be right around 4 or 5 o'clock. They will start falling apart as they continue inching a little bit closer to counties near Geauga, even Trumbull, Portage. We'll start to see that line falling apart, but we could have a few of those sustain long enough where we could see some damaging winds, some large hail, maybe the isolated chance at some rotation, which Dante and I will be covering. We'll be here tomorrow evening to walk you through all of that. Let's give you another look at the radar tonight, because this will be the one thing that we're watching as we head into the next few hours. No severe weather here, but just some soggy weather moving in throughout the later part of the night. Maybe hear a few rumbles of thunder if you live a little bit closer to the lake shore as you're headed off to bed, but we will see that round of rain move in the early morning. So again, something to keep updated on the forecast. I'm going to try this graphic one more time, so everybody keep your fingers crossed for me, because it does not seem to be liking what I'm doing. All right. I think our system is updating, so that's good. All right, well, I can at least give you a look throughout the first half of the day. So again, this is going to be non-severe, moving in the morning, but again, 4, 5, maybe squeezing out 6 o'clock, but that will be moving mainly into our southern counties. So Stark, Tuscarawas, Carroll, Columbiana, we'll start to see that move off and fall apart. Again, non-severe, and then we are expecting another line to move in right around 4, 5, and 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and that has the potential for some of that severe weather. So everyone in this yellow shade that you're seeing here has a chance for some larger hail, some damaging winds, and also that low risk at an isolated tornado. That's what we're looking out for. That'll be tomorrow night. You can always tune in at 10 o'clock. I promise my graphics will be working by then. We'll have that latest hour-by-hour forecast, or you can always find that information on our forecast page underneath the weather discussion at fox8.com. All right, have a good night.